at the baseball winter meetings in Indianapolis. I'm Geoff Baker of the Seattle Times, along with my colleague, Larry Stone. We've both been busy working the hallways today. Larry, I think we both learned a bunch of interesting things today here at the meetings. On your part, what surprised you the most, let's say, about what you learned today talking to people?
Well, I had a chance to talk to Felix's agent, Alan Nero, who said that he actually did have a meeting today with Jack Zarenzik about Felix and many other of his clients. He represents actually 10 Mariners, most of them minor leaguers. And he just stressed that there is no concerns with the Felix negotiations. And I know everyone's stressed out. He says he should be. I asked him if they've begun talking on his extension, and he said that they've been philosophically dancing, whatever that means.
I love that term. I wish I've never been any good at philosophically dancing. I use that line with my girlfriend all the time. No, we shall not. You stay over there. Definitely, the Mariners are into pitching. We've seen Rick Adair here. He's obviously here to lend a hand when it comes to picking a pitcher that the Mariners can pick up, give his 2 cents worth. But obviously, a few hurdles look like they have to be cleared before the Mariners go and get some pitching.
Right, yeah. I mean, first of all, they have to find out what Adrian Beltre is going to do. If they have that $12 million on the books, that's going to really hamper what they can do as far as picking up the players. But you and I both don't think that's going to happen. We think he's going to decline arbitration, and at that point, then they'll know what their budget's going to be, and I think that will accelerate a lot of things that they have brewing right now.
I mean, obviously, then there's the flip side of the equation. We've heard lots of talk about bats, power bats that the Mariners might or might not need. Don Wakamatsu spoke to us a little earlier today. Actually, we have some video of what Don Wakamatsu said when he was asked about a power bat and whether he felt his team needed a power bat. Let's listen to that right now.
I think any manager wants power in their lineup, and I think again the next couple of days will probably dictate who's available and what's out there. And again, I trust Jack in acquiring those players. There's different ways to produce runs, obviously, and you look at, for me, a Bobby Abreu, the impact that he had on Anaheim, and they ended up scoring, I don't know the statistics, but 100 or so more runs than they had in the past because of maybe their patience. Speed helps. So I think if you can't get one, then you look at the other, but power never hurts.
As you heard, Don Wakamatsu talking about, just about any manager in his position would like to have a power bat. It's just going to depend a lot on what the teams can get and not get. And I guess Adrian Beltre turning down $12 million. If he turns down $12 million for next season by declining arbitration, that leaves the Mariners a lot better position to go out and get that bat. If Beltre does accept arbitration, then I've been told that they are going to put Beltre at third base in that situation. They would move Sean Figgins over to second base, and they would slide Jose Lopez down to first base in that case. But really, that's about a worst case scenario right now. That's what I'm hearing anyway. As far as the Mariners go, do you agree? Disagree?
Yeah, that's one way they could go. They're also looking at Nick Johnson at first base. They seem to have some concerns about Russ Branyan and his back. Russ Branyan wants a 2-year deal, and he believes he's earned it at this stage of his career. But when you have back problems at his age, I can understand why they're reluctant to give it to him. So, and the scenario that you stated, you still need a left fielder, and maybe you let Michael Saunders have it, but you're still without a 25 or 30 home run bat other than Jose Lopez under that scenario.
And we've both been told today that the Los Angeles Angels have just started to get in on Jason Bay negotiations. So apparently, they don't think Bay's bad enough to play in the outfield. Should the Mariners be concerned that he's bad enough to play in their outfield if it's good enough for the Angels?
The problem is when you get the Red Sox negotiating and you get the Angels negotiating, that's just going to push the price up. Those are 2 heavy-duty teams with a lot of money to spend. It's going to be hard for the Mariners to compete in that financial arena, and yet what they do have going for them is that Bay seems to be willing to give them the quote hometown discount, because he does live in Seattle, and as you reported, he has friends say that he really wants to play there. So I think
It's good to have friends. We should all have friends that are willing to take millions of dollars of
That's right. I
discounts
always
just
love
for us.
that term hometown discount.
Hometown
He's
discount.
going to be so generous as to only ask for maybe 60 million instead of 70.
They should throw him a parade. The other thing I find funny about today is that we're actually talking about Nick Johnson being a more healthy acquisition at first base than somebody else. I bet you he hasn't heard that line in a couple of years. Anyway, well, we both got work we got to get back to. We thought we'd spend a little time talking to you. We're going to try to have a live chat later on tonight. We're just trying to set the time right now. Depends on when the Beltray decision comes down. Depends on when the Figgins decision is announced. But stay tuned to the blog for more of this. We'll keep you up to date on whatever's happening here because we are in the hallways and we are actually talking to the folks that are going to make the decisions. Take care.